Well guys, welcome back. This is Pete Dahlgren and we are building wing tanks like crazy today. And what I got going here, apologize for the camera. But anyway, these are the printed parts that you get with the wing tank. And they do actually they're a major savings of time. And what they do is you're still gonna have to do some filling, but they're gonna give you the better shape. But a lot of guys have asked me about this, and they actually do fit in underneath, and they do have an arrow, and you will have to sand them down a little bit to fit them. They're not perfect. To get this in, you just basically want to get the arrow lined up. And then once it's here, you just simply snap it into place, and then you can check your wing on it and make sure that it's good. Now the front one, you're going to want a little extra meat up here, so don't sand this after you planked it until you've actually done that. And you're going to notice there's another arrow, and I filed them down so they're flat, and they will fit on the nose. Make sure you're kind of sighting that to where they are. Now you can do this a couple ways. You can put a mark on the fuselage, and that's probably the smartest way to do it. And you're going to notice they're a little concave, and that's so you can fill them and sand them with the thing. And as you can see, I've gotten a lot done on these, but I got one more piece to put in there, and then I got a couple more here and a few down there. Nothing really super major, but everything is done where I can go ahead and start filling these in, and that's what I'm doing today. My goal is to get this one done so I can go ahead and get the other one done, free up some clamps. So one way one's going, I'll work on the other one a little bit, and it's just sitting over there. Now, a lot of guys have asked me a lot of really good questions lately, and I'm just going to say, building one of these is like building a whole second airplane, and the other one goes remarkably faster once you get it figured out. And it does actually have a very good profile. They're very nice looking tanks when they're done. And this one here, I can show you a little bit, but there is some filling and some sanding that's got to go on in here, and some blocking, and they'll take a little bit of time to do so. And it's not that big of a deal. And a lot of guys ask me about planking and why is it so rough? It looks like crap. Well, it's okay, but I'm going to show you here a little bit of a live demonstration of just why you don't want to worry about all that roughing. Because it will, if you do these and you have a sanding bar and some aid to it, you're going to be able to come up. And I use my own technique of planking. I've demonstrated this in the past video, and this is just part of the building process. And sorry about the noise, but that's the way it is. It takes a lot of sanding, but if you actually do your planking correctly, you're going to have a little bit of filling. But guys, it'll come out right before your eyes, and these lines will actually disappear. And I don't recommend holding anything down unless you want to really get I'm totally hosing you guys on this deal. I can't even see what I'm doing. Hold on here, just a second. Let's see if we can get you guys. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, guys, in order to get your, as you can see, a lot of that's come out. Actually really nice looking. And you want to use 80 grit when you do your rough in. And you just want to kind of go certain ways that you don't want to do it straight or it'll go crazy on you. What you want to do is go across the grain like so, but don't stay in one spot. You want to stay in areas that are going to benefit you. Whereas, and I'm not using any pressure on this, by the way. Very light. It does not take a lot of pressure to get the sand out. But you want to go in 45 one way and then come back another 45 another way. And then you're going to find out that and then you'll come back with it like so. You're going to find out you're going to have a little bit of filling to do. But even the worst looking spots on there are going to look kind of crazy to you, and it'll drive you nuts. But once you get it figured out, then you can come back with, if I got some here, with a piece of paper freely, then use your hand to kind of correct it. And I just stick it on my hand like so. And you can feel the bumps. The bumps will sand out and they'll look. They'll look really good. So, and we don't worry about over sanding at this point. You want to be careful that you don't, but this is just kind of a demonstration to show you that planking looks crazy when you're doing it, and it's extremely strong. This is the strongest way you can sheet an airplane, guys, and it absolutely is. And you'll find out that when you start sanding these out, you'll see some highs and lows. Don't try to sand them all out. I mean, it's okay if you got one little spot like right in here or whatever. It's okay to use a little bit of filler. It's not going to hurt anything. But you also want to make sure that you're sighting it so it does look right. And if you see a flat spot like right in here, we'll try it once I get all that in there, but you know, you can sand these as you go if you like. I don't really like doing it that way because of the fact is it just kind of takes away from everything else you're doing. And so there are some spots in here that are just going to require some work more than others, but you'll see. And don't sand it until it's completely dry. That's another thing. You will pop things out before going. And another thing I did that I didn't notice is, you know, make sure that you're not leaving something straggling behind in there. Because if you get it built up in there, you're not going to be able to get it out. So at this point, you're sticking. And this is another reason why I like to leave at least one opening till the very last and fill everything else in. So if you do drop something in there, you can get it out. Otherwise, it's embarrassing. But looking at it, it builds extremely well. These are very nice. These tanks really do turn out to be actually very nice. And you can touch them up a little bit here and there. It's not a big, huge deal. But one thing you do want to make sure is that you are getting something that you are facing these the right way. And you're going to give yourself a little bit of room to work with those, because you're going to have to bond them. You're going to use a little bit of filler, and you're going to make sure that you have everything kind of pre-sanded a little bit to fit those. And so you're gonna have to, you're just gonna have to sand them at will and try to get them. You're probably gonna wind up cutting the edge of that damn near 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And you will have to use some Bondo on it. It's just not, there's just no way to get around it. And it's designed that way from what I can see. So anyways, guys, they are looking good. They're getting there. As you can see, they're starting to look like wing tank, and they are a pain in the butt to build. I'm not going to bullshit you guys on that. This is something that you will want to actually have built a few of the old gulos or sheeted a few things and planked them, because once they are done, they're beautiful, but before that, they become extremely crazy and they will drive you nuts. I almost didn't build them, guys. I mean, I've been building for a lot of years, and they tried my patience, but I got through it. And that's the whole thing about these things, guys, is you want to make sure that what you're building is good. And if you're unsure, ask questions. But I do still call and talk to people that I have built things with. And I ask as many questions as you people ask me. So this is kind of where we're at on this. And I'm going to try to get the final parts of the tops of this tank done and try to get these tips glued in so I can get these done and at least have one ready for this. I did go down and get some more brushes, 2-inch brushes. And if you guys are not familiar with these, then this is Harbor Freight. And this box for a pack of 36 of them is only 12 bucks. And it's a good deal. And it's good for everything that you're doing. In preparations, we're going to talk a little bit about, let me get this up here a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. And